Hello and welcome to today's building guide. In this video we are going to build this abandoned mansion together. I will show you how exactly I built this mansion and will help you building your own unique one. Enjoy the video! As usual, we're gonna start off with the block palette. For the main structure, we are gonna use stone and andesite and also some small patches out of stone bricks. For the roofs, we will use 5 different blocks. We will begin with prismarine bricks and prismarine, going to stripped warped stem and warped planks, and on top we're gonna use dark prismarine. We're gonna start off by looking for a suitable location. You can either build it on a small pre-existing Minecraft hill, or if you want, like me, build it on a platform which we will terraform into a custom hill later. For the layout I went with a very grand straight main shape and 2 other shapes connected to it as a small extension. Plan your layout however and in what size you want. Next we will put up the structures. We will simply start off with just a stone and andesite combination and we'll add the other blocks later. To make the build feel very grand, we will go with a very steep roof. For one of the side buildings, I decided to go with a similar structure as the main building. For the other extension, I decided to build a ruined tower where we won't place a roof on top. In front of the main shape we will also place a small stairway. Next we will add the outlines for the windows and doors. Make sure to go with a tall and thin design for the windows, since it really fits to this theme. I went with 1x3 block outlines for the windows. Add these windows all around the building. For the tower, I decided to also go with rather big 4x3 block windows. On the back side of the building, I decided to put a bigger window in the middle to give it a little variation. Next we will make the structure look ruined. Add some brick patches into the build and replace parts of the blocks with stair blocks, which will make it look like the wall is already sort of falling apart. In the corners of the build we will also put away some blocks to complete the ruined structure. As a next step we will place the roofs. We will use the block palette that we talked about earlier during the video. If you want, you can also make some of these mini roofs into the main roof to fill up the wide empty spots of the roof. Next we will add some details to the windows. I decided to simply outline them with andesite walls on the sides and slabs and stairs on top and below. Of course we will also place the glass. For this build we will use purple glass to make it look very mysterious. On one side of the roof I decided to place two very big chimneys as well. Next we will make the building look very overgrown. As a first step we will add a big layer of spruce leaves along the bottom part all around the build. When we're done with that, we will mainly place leaf groups around the corners of the build and sometimes also next to windows. The leaves, in my opinion, make this build special and give it much character. Now we will get to the surroundings. On the front of the mansion I decided to make a small wall-like fence made out of the same block as the house itself. Of course we will also build a small gate into the fence. Next, if you have built your house on a platform as well, we will make the hills. Simply add a few grass block layers around the build and make a smooth descent to the default world floor. Ignore the sand, I will turn it into grass blocks in a second since I'm using World Edit. Of course we also want to place a small pathway out of stone, gravel and stone bricks. We also want to give the wall an overgrown look and add some piles of spruce leaves now and then. Next we will make some tall spruce trees and smaller oak trees all around the build to fill up the empty spaces. As a last step we will add some grass all around the area, and also if you want you can place some patches of stone all around the little hill that we made. I actually forgot a small thing before, but we of course also want to give the roofs a ruined look by replacing parts of the roof with warped fences. That's already it for this video. I hope you're happy with the build and could learn something from today's video. Subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any further building tutorials like this one, and make sure to let me know if you have any tips and suggestions. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video.